Oh, Happy New Year, guys. Bloody fresh here in Cornwall. I think it's about 3 degrees today. I thought I'd take the opportunity to get out with a bit of the dry weather, recheck zero on the old comp rifle, and do some training in the cold conditions. It's a bit windy today. As you can see up there, we got about a 15 mile an hour wind. So it's pretty blowy. I've just checked zero at 100 meters and re-zeroed the turrets on the rifle here. Got it as stable as I could. Rear bag bipod and nice neutral firing position off the bipod. I've noticed in this field a few months ago, as you can see here, it's nice and hard. I had a bit of a brain fart. I couldn't figure out why on earth my rifle just suddenly started opening up to about 2.5 inches, and it was due to this hard sort of compacted gravel on the hardcore, and yeah, the bipod was jumping around on it, and it actually made sense because a couple of the comps last year back at Orion, for the PRL, a few of you that have been might know, where you do a 100-yard check zero in the morning, the ground is all hard, and every time I've gone to do that, my 5-round group has been shocking. Like literally, I start the day with a 2.5 inch group, sets my mind absolutely going, and I lose all confidence for the day, and it completely makes sense down to this hardcore gravel. So as you can see there, I'm in the mud now, bipod in the mud. I have been doing some low dev, a lot of low dev actually. Now the barrel's fully broke in, I'm at about 350, 400 rounds. I thought I'd do a full low dev workup. I've done, how did I start? I started with the chrono and did 25 shots at 0.1 increments, and that proved a really nice flat spot in the velocity over about 3.3 grains, 0.4 grains. Then I went on to do 3-shot groups with completely from that 2.5 grain separation. I think it's 45 up to 45 up to 47 and a half. So I got a really big variation in groups of, analysis of groups going from the lower all the way up to the upper, and it proved that the groups were averaging about 1 inch, but I had about a 1/2 inch group. I'll show you at some point. Anyone that wants to see my full low dev video, drop the comments below and I'll give you a full explanation of what I've done, show you all the pictures, the velocities, all my workups, and I'll show it to you. If you guys want to see it, let me know if you want to see it. Drop a comment in the comments below and let me know what you want to do. I can go full in depth to it or just give you a brief overview of what I did. But yeah, the groups, the one group tightened right up to about 1/2 inch at the point where the velocity flat spot was using the chronograph. So it's very interesting. So then I used that load. Then I went out to do seat and depth tests, and that was quite tricky actually. On the day I could only do 140 meters distance to the target, and so I did the seat and depth at 140, so the groups did open up slightly, but there was an identifying area, and I've just gone out today and confirmed that at 100 meters, reset my zero. I think I've got 1 flyer and 4 shots within about 1/4 inch, so that'll do me dandy. I'm now going to go and set up over here on the cattle fences and do some barricade shooting, probably over. We got a real big pile of muck over there, really nice deep big backstop. I'm going to put my steel popper up and send some lead at the popper, do some positional training. God, it's bitter. See you guys in a bit. I've just been to pick up my target from the 100 meter 0 point. These groups down here were some other groups I wanted to rule out from the seat and depth tests. It was a little bit longer seated than I tried the other day. I did 10 groups, but I wanted to try 11, 12 and 13 because they did start to show promise at 10. But looking at these are up close to the lands at about 5 thou away, 8 thou, no 5 thou, 8 thou and like about 11 thou. Not very happy with that. But going back to here, this is what I settled on the other day. That is 4 shots through there and I dropped one here. They did feel a heavy bolt close on that one, so I think I might not have quite sized the case the same as I did these, because it was a heavy bolt close, so maybe it wasn't quite sized right, so that might explain that one. But yeah, I'm happy with that. 4 shots in there, nice and consistent. What I actually did was 2 here. I did 3 shots on this group, and then I went to do these, and then I carried on and did another 2 shots into this from the same group of ammo, loaded at this depth. So I did 1, 2, and then 3. That was the heavy bolt close, and then did these, and then back to this one with 1 and 2, or 3 and no, 4 and 5. So that's had a load of different rounds in it. Then it went back to these, and it sent them in the same hole again. So I'm well chuffed with that. I'm going to stick with that, and I'm just going to load them up at that length from now on. That is me done. Let's go and play with some steel. Alright guys, what we're going to do here is, I've got 3 rounds in the mag. I have got my sport count stopwatch on the side of my rifle here now, so I'm going to put the mag in. What I'm going to do is time myself, see how long it takes to get 3 shots off. What I've got is a quarter size IPSC stood up at 350, and I've got a popper, a little 6-inch popper at 280. So I've dialed for the 350, and then at the 280 I'm dialed 1.3 for the 350 IPSC, and then I'm going to hold 0.5 low, sorry, it's how easy you can make a mistake, 0.5 low on the 280, because that's the difference, it's 0.5 of a mil with the 3 shots. See how long that takes me to get onto the 3. I'm not using a barricade bag today. What I'm going to use is my Arca bag, which I've made. Simply clamps onto me integral Arca here of the XLR Envy, and I find that gets me nice and quick transitions, and I can get in nice and close next to the post here. Barricade bag would do the same, but it's nice and slimline. It gets, because I've got a minimal height here, gets me nice and slim. I can get in there nice and close, get my hand around here next to the post. Second point of contact here, very important. Well, it's not very important, it's up to you if you like it or not, but I find massive improvement in stability if you can get a second point of contact. Doesn't matter where it is, on the forend, holding onto your scope, any way you can get a second or third point of contact completely rigids up your firing position, and it also helps with spotting your trace. If you're nice and rigid, there's not a lot of movement with the second point of contact, you can spot your miss if you do miss. So we'll see how we get on. So 2 shots at the IPSC, and then 1 final shot, and I've got a GoPro down on the 6-inch popper, so hopefully you'll see if I hit the harder target of the 2. So bolt back, sport count time on there. So 3, 2, 1, go. Stability, nice legs. Find the target, close the bolt, and send it in high left. Impact. 23 seconds. Not bad. I'll have a count up, see what the first shot went off in. Empty mag. So when you finish a stage in PRL, always get in the good habit before you move and transition at all, bolt back. If you finish a stage, mag out. If you move on a stage, if you finish a stage and move off it with your mag in, it's a DQ. So good hit on the popper, and the first 2 on the IPSC, one was high, one was low. So position, stability. There we go. Getting used to have to reset my little sport count timer there. Right, let's go for another 3. That was good, but it could be better. I didn't like the accuracy. The first 2 shots, I need to stable up a little bit more on them. So So, mag in, bolt back. Timer at the ready. Let's try and beat 23 seconds with more accuracy. Move the trousers up. 3, 2, 1, go. Set it in, legs stable. Find the target, bolt in. Not bad, 24 seconds that time. Oh, muddy Lapua cases. Oh well. I always remember, mag out. Let's try a different position now then, shall we? Go for a bit of kneeling, I think. Let's get down low. Right then, I was going to go kneeling, guys, but I don't want to go on the knees. I don't want to get my mat that dirty. I'm practicing with your pole. A lot of you welcome me coming on to the Super League training day out of Ryan last year. I was running one of the stages and got the pleasure of teaching techniques for using the pole. Not as easy as it seems. There's a lot of technical advantages to using it, but there is a skill level to be gained by it. There is a skill to be learned in using it. A lot of people think they can use it, jump on it, and end up absolutely making a right kerfuffle of it. So there is a skill. So take note. If you've got any questions or want a few more videos on the use of the rear pole, then drop some comments and let me know what you think. Let's see how we do. So same drill. On there. so, but you know what I mean. But when you pull the trigger and you're solid, you know where you are on the target, and you release that trigger brake, or the trigger brake exactly when you want it to, it's hitting exactly where it is, where my crosshairs are. Sometimes when you're moving around on a barricade, your rifle's moving, sometimes you just got to send the shot, and you're not exactly sure where the crosshair was when you sent it, if you know what I mean. But when you are solid, you can see exactly where your crosshair is when you send it. The confidence I'm gaining in this now with the new load dev I've done and how accurate it's hitting is pleasurable. Empty mag in. Let's just stay with the rifle up there. Benefits of a balanced rifle. I can leave that there. Go get some more ammo. So we're going to go for a bit of a tricky stage now. Completely out of this idea. Right then. So, real for top post using the rail to get up on. So bolt back, mag in. Can't take a shot from up there, because I'm a short ass. So you need to get up on something. Time on. Got 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Top up there. Alright guys, this one here is a running stage. 5 rounds, one in the mag, one in the back. Go with the barricade bag this time and utilise the fact I'm next to a post. Second point of contact. I'm giving you guys all these tips here. Take note. Oh no, I don't want these. These go around. do a bit of training, well, a bit more training with your own ideas, make up some stages for me. That'd be quite cool. Drop your comments in the section below. 4, 5. I've got to apologise, guys, the GoPro didn't work on the popper. Do apologise, but there she is. As you can see, it's fairly central hits. 15-mile-an-hour wind today, so it's pretty blowy, and that's a 6-inch popper at 280. Does quite well. Thanks for watching, guys. Please give the video a thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel. There'll be more coming like this soon.